I wanted to talk about Anthony Mackie calling out Hollywood. So Captain America, which, by the way, I've heard not so good reviews about that.
The fake Tupac. Didn't he play Tupac?
Did he?
Notorious.
I just see
He
him and I just
did.
think of Papa Doc.
He might have.
Papa Doc had one.
As a superhero purist, I like my shit to stay original to character. Is it wrong that I don't want to see this black Captain America? That's not Captain America. Black with wings. No.
I had a joke, but
What
I'm
about
gonna
Black
just stay
Spider-Man?
quiet at
No.
the rate of sounding.
All right, so Miles Morales is a bit of a thing. I ain't gonna hold you. Maybe I don't read enough comics. To me, this would be like if they made Black Panther a white boy, or like when Tom Cruise played a samurai, like shit like that. That's how I look at it. That was pretty bad, right? That's the right amount of appropriation.
Not Tom Cruise.
Yeah, not that one. That's Tom
I'm
Hanks.
saying Hanks,
No.
sorry.
Back to Anthony Mackie. So he was saying how there's no more big stars in Hollywood, that they basically churn them out for a couple of years and then they replace them with someone else to keep the pay down.
Hollywood don't make stars anymore. Think about it. When we were kids, you had Schwarzenegger, Stallone, Tom Cruise, Denzel, Morgan Freeman. You had Wesley Snipes. Yeah.
Pacino, De Niro.
Pacino, De Niro. I mean, you can name, and I'm not even talking about the women. You can name 50 dudes who were making $10 to $20 million a movie. Now, who's our De Niro?
You Captain America. You are Captain America. How much of that do you think social media influenced?
I think social media is a big part of it, but also I think a big part of it is just pay.
Okay.
Like, there's nobody out there, like, busting up making $10 million a movie. Like, it's just not happening anymore. But ticket prices are going up.
Right.
It's $25 to go to the movies. Yep. Whereas when we were young, it was $8. They were making $20 million a movie. Now we're making $5 to $7.
But the other thing he said that really caught my eye, what he said is that with the black actors, that how there's really no black superstars left, that out of the ones he came up with, he's the only one left, and how they churn them out.
Like with black dudes, it's the exact same thing. In 25 years, I've seen the gauntlet, and I'm the only one still here. When I came in the game, it was Mekhi Phifer, Omar Epps, Mos Def. Those were the big dogs, right? Then it went to Mos Def, Derek Luke, Rob Brown, then throw in your random rapper. Then it went to MichaelBJordan, Jonathan Majors, Damson Idris. I've seen 3 generations come and go. And that's what's scary about it. You see the motherfuckers come and get hot, and then all of a sudden, poof. And it's like, yo, you have no staying power. You have no, because you're not diversifying your portfolio. If all you're investing in is Walmart, and Walmart has a bad week, you're fucked. So you got to be able to do all the other shit. And that's what I always tell young actors.
And when he said it, I thought about it like, yeah, when's the last time I seen any of them people that was popping in all of them Juice and Menace to Society and all of those kind of movies that we was watching
Washed out actors.
growing up. Yeah, the Paid in Fulls, all of those we don't see.
Or Wood Harris, we don't see him. We don't see-
After Omar Epps had his run, all right, it's like, you're done. Now it's the new person's turn. After his turn was over, then it was MichaelBJordan. He's saying in 2035, MichaelBJordan and Jonathan Majors should still be popping. Their time should still be going. But we know damn well by that time we probably ain't gonna be. They gonna probably be washed up like
You're gonna get a Creed 7.
doing Netflix movies, yeah, or fucking soap operas or some shit.
Well, I feel like a lot of washed up actors end up on, what do you call it? Doctor TV shows.
I think we shouldn't use washed up. I think that might be an offensive term.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what
Out of work.
politically correct term to use.
There's a lot of out of work actors. I think out of work is okay.
out of work actors. They end up on the
Law and Order.
Law and Order,
Guest
cop
appearance.
shows,
Fast
doctor
and
shows.
Furious.
They're not on reality TV. No, that's more like
Only the real down bad ones.
yeah, the real down bad ones. Yeah, but there's a certain kind of avenue for you to go once you're that big. It's like you only get these little gigs here and there, but I don't want to see no freaking Michael B. Jordan or no
Tyler
Grey's
Perry
Anatomy
movie.
season
Yeah,
20,
that's-
27. Like, come on now.
You're right about that. That's a pretty far fall from grace to be Doctor Number 7 on episode 763.
Blue Scrubs.
Yeah, Grey's
Blue
Anatomy.
Scrubs number 20.
Like, yo, Red, is that Michael B. Jordan forehead underneath the mask? I swear I saw that wrinkle in Black Panther. Nah, he got a point though.
Not a lot of room for us in certain industries because I feel like acting is a white dominated industry. And I feel like black, you're more so rapping or ball playing or reality TV. But we don't.
Nah, I feel
What
bad.
happened to Tyrese though?
Red
Fast and
just
Furious. That's why I said
yeah,
Fast and
he
Furious.
good.
though.
Red just said we don't get enough opportunities, and I'm trying to
Don't.
take Anthony Mackie's shield away. My bad, man. I take it back. I'll go see Captain America.
You go ahead and go out there and be the best black Captain America you can be.
Yeah, that's right. Another point is, I just think overall, in general, there's no more movie stars. There ain't enough good movies to make movie stars anymore.
It's
like
not.
most of the shit coming out, like C. Gutter said, is reboots and trash. When they
Trash films.
yeah, when they try to make original movies, they flop. So they ultimately just go back to reboots that they either F up or a lot of times people don't want to see. So it's like you can't become a movie star if you're putting out shitty movies.
Yeah.
A lot of people end up just going, fuck it. I go
Now
do a
that I think
Netflix
about
movie or
it,
go do a show and get
only,
paper.
Only black acting I see is like Tyler Perry type films, and I'm not into those type of films.
And now you think about it, like,
Oh,
and
one
this
of
is
his
another
12
part of the
BET
game that we're
shows.
not thinking
Or
about.
Temptation Part 7.
But Anthony, he definitely brought up an interesting point. I agree with it.
I will say this. You see how certain shows we watch, like Insecure and rap shit, even though they give us like a little bit of airtime, that's all we get. We don't get to the renewal of shows. Like, we don't get new seasons. And that's why a lot of our shows end up just unfinished. So it doesn't get a proper ending.
I've heard more than one person talk about how not easy it is to get black shows put on television. I've heard
get the
more than one
green
person
light,
make that comment before. Enough people for me to believe it's true.
I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it, and it's actually not surprising.
The interesting thing was that he said that also, like, a lot of rappers break into this industry too.
It's very few rappers out here that are good actors.
Yeah, they're usually pretty terrible. But as a studio, I get it. He may be a shit actor, but he brings his own following. We probably don't got to pay him that much. He ain't got no acting skills. So it's a win-win for us. I could pay you 1/3 the money of this superstar, and you might bring in just as many fans because you have your own fans.
But it's a little insulting, don't you think? 'Cause a lot of actors go to school for that
yeah,
too.
if I was
so
an
it's
actor,
like,
I'd be
I'd be
insulted.
damned if I spent all of this money in this little.
But I'm just saying, if I'm the movie studio, if I'm just thinking from the capitalism standpoint, which is what everything comes down to, if you want to make the way to make the most money is to spend the least amount of money on making the movie. So whatever, the
Because
more it makes, the more you
It
make.
does cost lots of money to make a movie.
Yeah,